Hello, hello. Hello, Denise. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh, cool, Denise, you're coming to the show in Victoria? Yay! Thanks. You won't regret it. It's going to be a great night. Matthew President and I will be doing some songs together, lots of fun stuff. So thanks for joining. It's really exciting. So, welcome to Musical Mondays. Well, I'll get started because in 14 minutes my latest music video premieres. So I want to make sure that that I share an acoustic version of the song with you before that happens. And let's see if I can paste in. Oh yeah, there's the YouTube link I put in the chat for the video premiere. If you wanna watch it with me over on my YouTube channel, the link is there in the chat. And if you can't get that link out of the chat, it's also in my Instagram stories, or if you just open a new browser window on your device and Google Kelly Fleming YouTube, it should pop up right on my YouTube channel. It should be the first video that pops up. It's called In My Dream, and this is the Mercury Teardrop remix of In My Dream. Hello, Bernie. Thanks for joining. So this song, I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then I'll play you an acoustic version of the song. So this song goes a little ways back into my back catalog. It's a song that I co-wrote with one of my musical buddies and collaborators, Ron Yamuchi. We wrote it together. Actually, it was a poem that I started, and then when Ron and I got together to play music one night, I brought out the poem to work it into a song with Ron, and he ended up taking it home and moving around some of the words and changing a few of the words, which it was funny. My ego had a little bit of difficulty with that at first, but then I loved what he did. It's funny, as an artist, for me anyway, I had this real identity as a lyricist. So for somebody to kind of take something I'd written and do something with it, it was challenging to my artist identity. And then I realized it was a lot better. So it was a true co-write. It was a true collaboration, musically and lyrically, with Ron and I on that one, or on this one. So it's from my 2016 album, No Static. And yeah, that's almost 8 years ago now. And I wrote it after reading a letter or an essay that was written by Jane Rule in honor of her partner, Helen Sontoff. And it was about grief and longing and the death of her partner, Helen. For those of you who don't know or are tuning in from other parts of the world, Jane Rule is a well-known Canadian author from British Columbia, here where I live, the province where I live. And she lived on Galiano Island, one of the Gulf Islands, so not far from where I live. And Jane and her partner Helen Sontoff were in a very long-term relationship and were very well known throughout BC and especially Galiano Island. And so the death of Helen was, as you can imagine, a blow to Jane. And I found the essay that she wrote really beautiful and moving, and it inspired the poem that then Ron helped transform into this amazing song. So, and then, well, maybe I'll play it first so I don't run out of time, and then I'll tell you a bit about the remix when I get back from playing. So this is an acoustic version of In My Dream. I just put cream on my hands, and now my hands are slippery. So just a sec. Just gonna do a little bit of wipe off on my pants. Guitar player tricks. There we go. Ugh, too much hand cream. Okay. In my dream, you play the most interesting roles. In my schemes, I play a part in a world made whole. You, when I finally close my eyes, are the memory that I prize. Because you're in my head, I can't wait to get to bed and shut my eyes. Fall in the deep together forever. See you in my sleep. Last night I was just talking about your love. And last night you were out walking without me, love. You, when I finally close my eyes, are the memory that I prize. Because you're in my head, I can't wait to get to bed and shut my eyes. Fall in the deep together forever. See you in my sleep. You, when I finally close my eyes, are the memory that I prize. Because you're in my head, I can't wait to get to bed and shut my eyes. Fall in the deep together forever. See you in my sleep and shut my eyes. Oh, fall in the deep together forever. See you in my sleep. See you in my sleep together forever. Hello, thank you for joining. Nice to see you all. So that was an acoustic version of Hello, Hello. Thanks for joining. So that was an acoustic version of In My Dream. And for those of you who just tuned in, sorry you missed it. It will be available if you want to rewatch later. Yeah, so this song grew out of me reading an article about Jane Rule and Helen Sontoff and their enduring love for each other. And so the remix of this song was done by a Vancouver artist named Mercury Teardrop, and his real name is Brad Bowman. I had Brad on the live stream in August talking about the remix, and the remix that Brad did was pretty amazing. It's so different than the original version of the song. He maintained the original melody, so he didn't do a lot of chopping up of my vocal. Really all I sent him was the vocal part, and that's typically what I send to most of the remixers I've worked with, is they're just looking for the what they call the vocal stem, so the vocal performance, and then they build a remix around it. So Mercury Teardrop, or Brad, worked with the original vocal melody, and he built something really dark and electronica and avant-garde around it. It's pretty cool, pretty different. And so that's the music video that is, hello, thanks for joining. That's the music video that's premiering tonight in 2 minutes actually, and I'll put the link back in the chat because I had it. It's not remembering it. Sorry. It is back in the chat. I'm not sure if you joined later, if you can see it. Hopefully you can. But if you want to watch the video premiere with me on the live stream, you can just go to my YouTube channel or just Google Kelly Fleming YouTube, and it should be the first video that pops up. It's called In My Dream. And as we're waiting for that to start, I'll tell you a little bit about the video. And I'll probably maybe have John Flatman, the videographer, on the live stream maybe in a couple weeks' time to talk about the video. I've worked with John a number of times, so for those of you who are following my single and video releases over the last couple of years, I have worked with John on, I think this is the 4th video. Yeah, I love working with John. He's he's great to work with. Such a great person. And I love his creative ideas and how he really gets into the song and loves creating a story around it. For this video, it's a little bit different. The story around it is very personal for me, where I had a dream one night that about a house here in Victoria that I used to live in many years ago. In the late 1980s, when I was a young university student. I lived in this beautiful old house with 2 friends. It was definitely haunted, and it was we all experienced various ghostly things about the house, stereos that would come on when nobody was around, doors opening and closing, the sound of footsteps. Anyway, we all felt, I think, fairly comfortable in the house, so it was a friendly ghost. So I had a dream about this house and filming a music video on the front porch of the house. So I did the next logical thing, as I sent a card to the current owners of the house, who I have no idea, I don't know them, and sent a card to them telling them my story about how I lived in the house, and I was a budding singer-songwriter at the time, and here I am decades later wanting to come back to the house and film a music video. And they loved it, and they invited me to do that. So John and I went and did that one day in early September. And yeah, it was just the perfect setting. And John did such an amazing job of capturing the vibe of kind of the meaning of the song, but also kind of a bit of a spooky vibe that Brad or Mercury Teardrop added to it. So I've got my iPad here. I've got the countdown going for the music video. Not sure when it will start. Oh yeah, we're gonna start very soon. So I'll turn it up so you can hear it. What did I just do? There we go. Okay. So, yeah, and there were a couple of times when there were a couple of huge chestnut trees in front of that house, and I was sitting on the front steps singing the song. I had my phone under my dress so it didn't show up in the video, and I was playing the song and on my iPhone and singing along, and there were these chestnuts kept falling and in front of us. I think maybe John may have captured one or two in the video, but it was kind of funny. The staccato of the chestnuts falling in the garden was pretty cool. And there was a squirrel up above, kind of, I think, throwing them at us. And here we go. Here I am walking down the street towards the house. Okay, I'll be quiet. thanks for watching, everybody. At some point, I'll go higher tech with Musical Mondays, and I'll figure out a way to actually stream that in for you all, or stream videos into my live stream. But that's coming in January. I'm going to be overhauling the way I create and share content via social media and everything. So stay tuned for more on that. Thank you for the applause and thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love what John did with the video, and he added a really cool sepia kind of old school filter to it, which looks really neat too. And he was standing on this tiny little step stool where that shot at the end where the camera goes up and like right over his head. I was worried about him. I was trying not to be distracted or distracting, but he had this tripod and it was like right over his head, and he was kind of bending over backwards. And I was like, John, don't fall over. Anyway, so yeah, that was pretty cool. It felt like a real full circle moment for me to come back to that house and sing that song. Not that that song has any connection to that house other than themes of dreams and ghosts and thinking about the past. But I guess as a songwriter, it felt like a full circle moment, because that was somewhere where when I was very young that I lived, and I wrote a number of mostly lyric and poem pieces that became early songs with the band I was in, Hazel Motes. So way back in my back catalog, some of my early songs were written in that house. So it was pretty cool to be there. So I will be sending the video link to the fellow and his family who live in the house. I'm sure they'd like to see it. I'm not revealing the location of it, just that it's in Victoria somewhere. And yeah, what else can I tell you? So if you're in the Victoria area, I am, speaking of in my dreams, I am going on a tour, a small 3-date tour with my musical pal, Matthew President. This week, we're doing Nanaimo, Victoria, and Duncan. Victoria is on Thursday night, Nanaimo Wednesday, and Duncan on Friday. And it's called the In My Dreams Tour because of my song and video release. And Matthew is releasing a song tomorrow called Different Dreams. And we're going to be singing together. Actually, Matthew is going to be playing on In My Dreams with me. He'll be playing the piano, and we'll also be singing a couple of duets. So that'll be pretty fun. So if you're in Victoria, check it out. We'll be at Friends of Dorothy on Thursday night. We did do a preview in Vancouver. I know some of you are tuning in from Vancouver. We did a preview show in Vancouver in late October. And we may do more shows together in the new year, because we love working together. So thank you for joining me tonight. I hope if you're on Vancouver Island, I hope to see you out at one of the shows. That'd be great. And if you do come out to one of the shows, please come and say hi to me. I know some of you, I know what you look like. And I've seen all of you on social media, but seeing people in person is quite different. So please make sure you come and say hi. And I will be wearing a mask before and after I sing, but I'm not sick, so don't be worried about catching anything from me. But I am immune compromised, so I do need to take extra care in crowded rooms. So unfortunately, so I will be masked, so please don't let that stop you from coming to say hi, okay? I'll be taking the mask off when I sing. So maybe I'll play a little bit of the song on my way out of the live stream and wish you all a good week. And I will be back on the live stream next week. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but you'll find out if you tune in. And for those of you that I may see on Southern Vancouver Island this week, I look forward to it. Okay, take care. Oh, thanks so much, Bernie. In my dreams, you play the most interesting roles. In my schemes, I play a part in a world made whole. You, when I finally close my eyes, are the memory that I prize. Because you're in my head, I can't wait to get to bed and shut my eyes. For all in the deep together forever. See you in my sleep. Good night. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye. Last night I was just talking about your love and love.